Time is one of the most common words in English, and it's used in a lot of different phrases beyond just asking, what time is it?
Hi, and welcome to the Espresso English podcast, where you can improve your English in just a few minutes a day. My name is Shayna, and I'm the teacher at Espresso English. Make sure to visit the website espressoenglish.net, where you can get online courses and ebooks that will help you learn English even faster. Let's get started with today's lesson.
Today we'll learn 20 idioms or expressions with the word time, and you can download all of them by clicking on the link under this video. When you enter your email address, I'll send you a free PDF guide to this lesson as well as a quiz. So make sure to get a copy of that to practice and review. All right, it's time to get started. Number 1, ahead of one's time. This means someone has ideas or attitudes that are too advanced for the culture or society at the moment. For example, my grandmother was ahead of her time. She opened her own company in an era when there were few women in the business world. The opposite is behind the times. That means old-fashioned, not keeping up with current developments. For example, Bob is a bit behind the times. He doesn't know how to use a computer, much less a smartphone. Number 3, we have a race against time. That's a situation when you need to rush to do something before the deadline, before the time limit. For example, the last day for submitting project proposals is 1 week from today, so now it's a race against time. Number 4, in the nick of time. This means at the last moment before it's too late. For example, we got to the airport in the nick of time. If we'd arrived 15 minutes later, we would have missed our flight. Number 5, have the time of your life. This means to have a super wonderful experience. For example, my kids had the time of their lives at Disney World. Number 6, have a devil of a time or have a hell of a time. This means to have a very difficult experience. For example, I'm having a devil of a time trying to install this software. Every time I try, I get a different error message. Number 7, bide your time. This means to wait patiently for a good opportunity. For example, he was just biding his time until he got a chance to work at his dream job. Number 8, catch someone at a bad time. This means to try to speak to someone in a moment that is inconvenient for him or her. For example, "Hi, Peter. Oh, you caught me at a bad time. I'm about to go into a meeting. Could I call you back in an hour?" Number 9, have a lot of time on your hands. This means have a lot of free time, maybe too much free time. For example, that guy completely covered the walls of his room with colored pencil drawings. He must have a lot of time on his hands. Number 10, all in good time. This means it will happen when the time is right, so be patient. For example, why is it taking so long for my career to take off? All in good time. Just keep working hard and you'll make it. Number 11, only a matter of time. This means it will definitely happen sooner or later. For example, the company has lost money for the 3rd year in a row. It's only a matter of time before it goes bankrupt. Number 12, time will tell. This means that the passing of time will show the result, whether good or bad. For example, I was surprised that Bill and Jackie got married. Do you think they'll be happy together? Only time will tell. Number 13, stand the test of time. This means something lasts for a long time and continues to be successful. For example, this is a classic work of literature. It has stood the test of time. Number 14, the time is ripe. This means it is the best time to do something. For example, real estate prices are low and we have a lot of money saved up. I think the time is ripe for us to buy a house. Number 15, it's about time. This means something finally happened, but it should have happened a long time ago. For example, they finally fixed the elevator in my apartment building. It's about time. It was broken for months. Number 16, the big time. This means the highest or most profitable level. For example, she made it to the big time with the launch of her latest novel. It sold hundreds of thousands of copies in the first week. Number 17, time flies. This means time passes or seems to pass very quickly. For example, your son is already 12 years old? I remember when he was a baby. How time flies. Another expression is time flies when you're having fun, meaning time seems to pass more quickly when you're doing something you enjoy. Number 18, a time suck. This is something that takes lots of time and it has a negative connotation. For example, every week I have to update hundreds of documents for work. It's a real time suck. Number 19, time is of the essence. This means that correct timing is very important. It's often used for things that are urgent. For example, in order to start the project, you need to send us the contract by Monday. Time is of the essence. Number 20, third time's the charm. This means the third time you try something, it will hopefully work when the previous 2 attempts have failed. I've called her twice, but she hasn't answered. Let me try again. The third time's the charm. Now that you've learned these 20 expressions, it's time to practice. Make sure to try the quiz inside the free PDF of this lesson, which you can download by clicking the link under this video. As you can see, common English words are used in lots of idiomatic expressions with meanings that might not be obvious. I have a course to teach you over 300 common idioms in English. You can join that by visiting my website, espressoenglish.net. Because learning these expressions can really help take your English fluency to the next level. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
If you want more great English lessons, visit espressoenglish.net, where you can sign up by email to receive a free ebook with 500 plus real English phrases. You'll also find online courses to help you improve your English fast, even if you don't have much time to study. Keep practicing your English, and I hope you have a wonderful day.